Now, this came out on my feed. We got Shibi reviews over here saying important censorship news. The European Union is advancing plans to address the use of emojis as coded signals for illegal speech online. Before I read any further, do you know what the European Union says if you accuse them of not having free speech? Because J.D. Vance accused them of that. Well, apparently they say, no, like, we have free speech. It's just that you're not allowed to say illegal things. And I was like, oh my God, holy shit, that is so deep. That is so wise, right? So the European Union claims that they have free speech. It's just that you're not allowed to say illegal things. And I was trying to think, like, is there any nation on planet Earth that wouldn't have free speech based on this definition? And honestly, I can't think of it. I think like every single nation on planet Earth, according to the European Union's definition, had free speech. I mean, think about it, right? North Korea. You are allowed to say everything you want except things that are illegal. Brilliant. I mean, holy shit, right? China, the Soviet Union, Nazi Germany. Like in Nazi Germany, you can say literally everything you want except for the things that are illegal. So the European Union has created a new definition of free speech that can be applied to literally any nation. I mean, tomorrow, the European Union can start censoring everything and they would still have free speech. Because, again, as long as you're saying stuff that's legal, you're fine. Maybe Britain is the only definition there, right? Because like Britain has a new criteria. Britain has speech that is legal but offensive. Okay, right. So no, my bad. There is one nation on planet Earth that doesn't have free speech according to the EU. That's the United Kingdom. They're not in the EU, so there you go. But anyway, right, so going back to this, the European Union is advancing plans to address the use of emojis as coded signals. Under the Digital Service Act, a recent report on systemic risks notes that platforms must improve detection of symbols and patterns used to disguise activities, such as drug sales and hate content. The EU is now saying emojis can be illegal speech. Okay, so, first of all, the Digital Service Act. I find it adorable, right? The European Union cannot make social media platforms. Like, it's impossible. All right? Like, the level of regulations makes it so only that the wealthiest companies on planet Earth can afford to have social media in the European Union. There have been attempts, by the way. Like, people tried to make platforms in Europe. They can't. Too many regulations. And so they're using the American platforms while forcing the American platforms to abide by rules that are so retarded, they are unable to. And so what happens is that the American platforms have to pay fines to the EU. In other words, the EU is taxing the American companies. Like, seriously, like the EU munching on Americans, it's... I mean, holy shit. But it is what it is. Like, if companies want to put up with it, in a way they want to put up with it because it destroys competition. As I mentioned before, like, normally, the European Union should have at least the same number of social media companies like the United States. Probably more, right? Because, like, there's many nations in the EU. Like, Poland should have its social media company. Romania should have its own. Like, every single nation should have at least, like, 2 or 3 social media companies. But they can't. They can't because of the Digital Service Act, because of GDPR. So anyway, right, what's the thing with the emojis? Why is the European Union going after emojis? Well, for a long while, people did actually bypass the hate speech thing using emojis. Right? Like, let's be honest, it happened. You know, like, you see a black person, someone posts the monkey emoji. Or people post the gun emoji, the black person emoji, you know, and they say, I want to. Okay, fine. But are these people actually a danger for society? Like, is the criminal element that powerful that you need to crack down on these people? Let's be honest. Right? It's like, to be fair though, they're not cracking down on those people. They're cracking down on the platform. Right? Now, from the point of view of the platform, if you have like hundreds of millions of messages per hour, how are you going to police that? I don't think they can. Imagine you're making a social media platform, right? Sure, you can have a couple of bots that basically like police against certain words like the N-word and shit like that. You can do that, right? But like if you're actually trying to police emojis, which are context-based, like in one situation, the emoji can be perfectly fine. Like we got this emoji, right? Like in one situation, this emoji can show that the person is crying. It's like, I failed the exam. Post the emoji, right? It means one thing. In another one, they can say, woo. You know, they can do the woo emoji. It means another thing. How can the platform know? Well, apparently they can't. Which is why the European Union is basically holding the sword of Damocles on top of their head. And at any point, some academics can go on a platform. It's like, oh, we found the speech of hate using emojis. That's why they're doing it, right? Because they know it's pretty much unenforceable. The other reason is to normalize, not the censorship, because that's already normal, but it's to normalize that the European Union is Jesus fucking Christ, right? Like, they're God. Literally, they're God. They can see everything. They're everywhere. They're invested into not just what you do, but also what you think. They want to know what's in your heart. They want to know what you do online and how you behave, right? So, literally, they have omniscience when it comes to the cyberspace. When it comes to you going outside holding your smartphone. The European Union knows. They know what's on your phone. They know what's on your computer. They know what you think. They know your profile. They know all these things, right? And so by basically telling people that, no, we're actually watching even the emojis, it normalizes the European Union omniscience. Doesn't fucking matter if you're European or American. They know. And it's a little like, you know, it makes you feel powerful. Like if you're in the European Union, you get to have a big dick, don't you? It makes you feel so strong. It's like, I get to regulate the peasants that are posting emojis. And it's also, you know, to create drama. Like you arrest someone over emojis. It's dramatic, isn't it? Right? Like the hate speech, it's taken really serious. Very seriously in the European Union. How seriously? I mean, they're going after emojis, right? If they're going after emojis, imagine what happens if you drop the N-bomb. That's not an emoji. That's dangerous. Very dangerous. So where will this go? Well, I assume now social media platforms will actually have to scan even harder for what you say. Not just for what you say, but the context of the things you're saying. I'm actually sad. I'm sad that my son is not going to experience the internet the way I experienced it. You know, the dangerous internet where you had free speech. It was an internet of creativity. Brand new forums popped up every day, new websites. Yeah, we're not going to see that. The internet is just going to be a couple of sites. And AI, right? Like the AI, especially the offline AI. Yeah, if you want to do the emojis with the offline AI, you will be able to do that, right? If you want to do the speech of hate with the offline AI, you'll probably be able to do that. On the internet, it's now going to be like official papers. Like you're going to have to treat it like you're in the Soviet Union. Even if you're in America, by the way, right? Because these implementations, like Americans think it doesn't affect them. It does affect them. You're on Facebook and you post the gun emoji. You get banned. Oh, you're American, you're free speech. Yeah, but like the private company can do whatever it wants. You violated the TOS. It's not because of the European Union. Oh, heaven forbid. Like Ursula von der Leyen would never ban an American. But it's because of the terms of service, right? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.